Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I pick a stock to invest in for long-term growth and dividend investing as well. I'm a long-term growth investor and also a dividend investor. So the way that I choose stocks might differ from the way someone who day trades would choose stocks. And as always, this is not financial advice. It's just some guy on the internet in a motorcycle helmet sharing what he does to invest in the stock market and hopefully one day become financially free. So let's get into it.
All right, guys, let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you how I pick stocks and funds to invest in long term. Again, this is what I do as a long-term investor and also dividend investor. It's going to differ from what maybe a day trader would look for, but this is just a general quick exercise on researching stocks and funds to see if it's something that I want to invest in long term. And of course, like I've said before, this is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research, and you should always even do more research than this. But for me, as someone who doesn't have a ton of extra time on my hands, this method allows me the opportunity to take a quick look at a stock and determine whether I can or I should put money into it. All right, so you're going to go to either Fidelity, whatever brokerage you have. They're going to have a quote research page that you can look up just about any stock that's listed that you'd be able to buy. You can use Yahoo Finance, whatever platform works best for you. Just as long as it has you'll be looking for 6 month, year to date, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year max type situation. So right now we have VOO. I do invest in VOO. It's the Vanguard 500 Index Fund ETF. And so quickly, just general in the last 6 months, we had a little bit of a dip down over here. But what I like to do is I like to kind of go down the list. We'll go 6 months. Okay, it's sort of up. We'll go 1 year. Oh, okay. So now we have a broader picture. It looks like it dipped down in April. I believe that was when the tariffs were announced and everything kind of tanked. And then it's going up since then. And then we'll look at 2 years. Okay, mostly up. See a couple of little downturns here, there, right there. So now we'll look at 5 years. But overall, the 5 year projection is mostly up. We'll look at the 10 year. So this is the 10 year. Okay, there's the 2020 drop right there. That's when everything crashed, but it recovered. And it didn't take that long. So let's see, February of 2020, and then August of 2020, it tanked and then it came back up. So this is what I like to look at, and then you can also look at like the max for funds that and this is just from its inception, and its inception was VOO was back in 2010, right? So you can see this trend. So I would buy this. It shows a healthy record of going up. It's got your typical downturns here and there, but I would buy this fund. And I do. All right, now let's take a look at another one. By the way, that is for like a long-term investment type investment. When I'm looking at like a dividend paying stock, I usually look for flat to up. I don't want to see too much of a downturn over the last 10 years or so, right? Flat is okay just because the dividends usually they'll pay out dividends instead of reinvesting that money back into their company. So let's just have a look here at, so I invest in ARCC. So we'll see what that one has done. We'll go 1 year. Okay, it's kind of been all over the place, mostly flat. We'll go 2 years, kind of all over the place, but mostly up, as you can see. And then 5 years, obviously this tanked back in 2020, just like we determined before. But for the most part, it's up. We'll look at the max. Had a big tank back in 09. That was probably the housing crash, 08, 09, right? Again, this is this is a business development company, so it's not a REIT, but it was probably affected negative. Well, it obviously was back in 09. But it's mostly flat, but kind of up a little bit. I'm good with it, right? I'm buying it because it pays a dividend. So now let's look at a REIT that is down, that's been down over the last 5 years, right? So this is 6 month. I'll go 1 year. See, it's kind of trending down even in the last 1 year. It's up and down, but look at that 5 year thing. That is way down. Look at the peak was $21, and now it's down at $6, and that's over the course of uh, you know looks like 3 years, and then 10-year mark. I probably would not invest in this because it was trading at 14, between 12 and 14, and then it spiked up, and then it crashed. I don't know what happened to this company. I don't follow this company. I don't know what they do. I don't invest in them. But just looking at that, I would personally not invest in it. There may be more information that there's a reason why it's down, and just because it went up to 20 doesn't mean that it's going to go back up to 20. It might one day, but that's where deeper research goes in. And right now, I just don't have the time to do that. So let's take a look at another fund that I invest in. Actually, let's look at 3M, because that's a good company. But I think it's been down a little bit. It's 155 now. Let's have a look. So 1 year, kind of all over the place. 2 year, it's up, but it's quite a bit all over the place there. That kind of worries me. You have this way back in 21, and then it crashed all the way down, and it's taken super long hasn't even recovered to where it was back in 21. Let's look at the 10-year. Yeah, so 2018 it had a peak. Look at the max. So it's up, obviously, from its inception back in 1968. So it's up, but all of this is concerning to me. All this up and down and back and forth and whatever's going on there. So that would be concerning to me. I'd have to do a little bit more research on the company and make a decision. But let's take a look at another one. Let's just look at Coca-Cola. I don't invest in Coke yet, but Warren Buffett does, and that's a good indicator. I believe I read somewhere that he gets somewhere around the $800 million in dividends per year just from owning Coca-Cola. So it's probably a pretty good company. It's been around for a while. It's not going anywhere. There's the 1 year chart. There's the 2 year chart, 5 year chart. It's a little bit all over the place here, the last 5 years, but 10 years. Then we look at the 10-year. It's up from 10 years. And then the max, of course, you're going to see just up, just an upward trend, right? So I would invest in Coke because it just shows an upward trend. And you'll see things where it goes down, like right here, 08, 09, crashes down. It was at, 32, and then let's see how long it took to get back there. A couple of years. Yeah, so that's what, 09, 08, 10, 11. Yeah, so it took 3 years to get back. But overall, it's a good company, right? So anyway, that is how I look at stocks and funds to invest in. Here's another one that I invest in is QQQ. Actually, I invest in QQQM, which is the same thing. Oops. It's just a little bit cheaper. So yeah, you got just your normal dips, and there's the 10-year fund, and then maximum is going to be, it was in 2020 came out. So but overall up, right? So yeah, that's my strategy, and that's my trick on how to quickly determine whether a stock is worth investing in. Again, do your own research and research to your heart's content, because At the end of the day, you're going to be investing hopefully long term into these funds and stocks, and you want to make sure that you understand what you're investing in, and you're excited about investing in it. So if you find a stock or a company, there's something that you like that you want to invest in, this is the like baseline research that I would do before investing into whatever company it is. And obviously, if it's a brand new company, it's going to be harder to find a track record. But yeah, so again, not financial advice, but that's just the way that I begin my research, and sometimes that's all the research I do. Sometimes on certain stocks and funds and stuff, because if it's gone up the last, like VOO for example, there's really no more research that I need to do than that. It's just see the track record, what it's doing, and be like, okay, well, it's been performing well. I'm gonna buy it. But you should always do your own research and don't take advice from some random faceless person on the internet.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. As always, do your own research before investing in any type of stock, fund, crypto, anything. And until next time, see ya!